Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez did a tweet, and where she was basically talking about archiving Trump supporters or people who were part of his campaign to punish them in the future. There was also this website called the Trump Accountability Project, and I'll read off their own website. It says, "Remember what they did. We should not allow the following groups of people to profit from their experience: those who elected him, those who staffed his government, those who funded them." How do you feel about this?
Oh my God, it's a catastrophe. Now, I will say, Trump has done his share of this sort of thing. You know, his lock her up business in 2016 was of the same flavor. And my sense is that there is a basic agreement that we, within tolerances, leave the other side alone when they lose, and we allow democracy to address this issue as a matter of checks and balances rather than persecuting individuals. Now, I will say I pushed back on that tweet, and I got a lot of pushback for doing so because you can't prove that what was said was actually an invitation to persecute individuals extrajudicially, though I think pretty clearly that's the implication of the tweet. I wouldn't even call it plausible deniability. I would say there is implausible deniability there. But nonetheless, for those who are looking at the 2020 Rorschach test and seeing one side as righteous and the other as evil, they can read something perfectly innocent into what was said. And it's a fairly high bar for those of us who are outside of the fray to say, you know what, there are certain things we don't do. And one of them is wield these tools against other Americans because they disagree with us.
Yeah, when I read that tweet, I was like, man, that is really scary because it's, and going back to some of these polls that seem to be, when they're trying to predict how many votes one side will get or the other, they're now starting to bake into the numbers that some people are just afraid to say who they're going to vote for, which is very strange. What a weird situation to be in America, the country that has the most protected speech of all countries, that people are even afraid to say what their opinions are. It's a little terrifying.